Welcome to Benchmark. This is the third video in series in which I am going to discuss multiple choice question on the topic decision theory. But dear student, I would always recommend that please go through all the three videos which already I have posted, wherein I have solved the numerical questions and I have discussed in length the theory part of it. So before you start attempting the multiple choice question, it is always the best approach is to have the concepts clear. Okay, so let's start with the question for this particular series. So here is the first question. A decision tree is given and the corresponding payoffs are given and the calculation is done, wherein I'm getting for Act A, I'm getting the value as 20, and for Act B it is Act A it is 22 and for Act B it is 20. Now it is said that which is the best Act A, or it says the best Act is A, using which criteria. So whenever I'm taking a decision tree, it is always the expected monetary value concept that we take to find out the best Act, and hence B is the right answer. Moving on to the next question. Same concept. The values for Act A is 32 and for Act B it is 64. So I'm being asked to find out which approach I have taken to identify the best Act. So the right answer would be again expected monetary value, or in short it is called as EMV. Next question. Okay, same different method, 22, 44. So answer is expected monetary value. It's just a different calculation, but approach remains same. Whenever we have the decision tree being given, so the right answer will always be expected monetary values. Okay. Now, I have been given type of perfumes 1, 2 and 3 and the level of sales are given. The table shows the calculation part it as we have taken the average of all the values of the states of nature, and the highest average is coming out to be 81.67 corresponding to Act 1. So when do I take the average of the values of the states of nature? It's under Laplace criterion, that is equally likely criterion. Fine. So what would be the right answer? Right answer is option B. Moving on to the next question. Okay. Some values are given. Fine. This is the payoff table. Basically this is a regret table because you can see the values have been subtracted. So under the regret table, what we have done now, we have taken the maximum. Once the regret table is ready, from the regret table I have taken the maximum value for every Act, maximum value for every Act, and then it is being asked to find out type 2. So type 2, or let me just change the question to type 1. Let me just change this question to type 1. Fine. So what would be the right answer? What would be the right answer? Because I'm taking type 1 as the best Act. So from the maximum I am choosing the minimum value. From the maximums that I have 5, 170 and 150, I am choosing the minimum value corresponding to Act 1. So from maximum selection of the minimum is called as minimax criterion. What do I call it as? Minimax. Dear student, always understand, whenever I am writing minimax, it means these are the values. From the maximum values I am selecting minimum value. From maximum select the minimum. So from maximum 5, 170 and 150, I have selected the minimum value, that is 5. So hence it is minimax criterion. Moving on to the next question. The best decision is to launch the soap with type 2. Type 2. So now if you observe from the maximum column, that is 200, 30 and 50, what value am I selecting? Yes, I'm selecting 30 because the question says type 2. So from maximum I'm selecting minimum value, right? From maximum I'm selecting minimum. So what is the right approach? It is minimax. From maximum selecting the minimum. Okay, hope this is clear. Okay, let's move on to the next question. According to mini-max criteria, which could be the best act? Mini-max, that is from the maximum column, select the minimum. From the maximum column, select the minimum value. So this is the maximum value. Set of maximum values are given to us, and from maximum I have to select minimum. And what is the minimum value? It is 60, and corresponding to act A1, and hence A1 is said to be the best act. Okay. Next question. The best decision is to launch the soap with act A1 using. Now I am looking for A1, but the last line says minimum of each act. Minimum. And this 40 is nothing but maximum. Maximum from where? Maximum of 40, 10 and 20. So I'm looking from the minimum the maximum value, that is from minimum I'm looking for maximum. So it is nothing but maximin. This min represents the set of the values in that column, and this represents the value from the given column, that is from minimum column I'm selecting the maximum value, and hence it is maximin criteria. Let's move on to the next question. Okay, so next question is, in dash the objective is to maximize the expected profit. What is the objective? Maximize the expected profit or minimize the loss. Please understand, it is maximize profit or minimize loss. So what criteria, under what particular criteria I am looking for? So it is decision making under certainty. You cannot be certain. Under uncertain, no. You are basically taking a risk. So it is decision making under risk. Okay, moving on to the next question. The decision maker faces multiple states of nature but has no means to arrive at the probability values to the likelihood of occurrence of these states of nature, where when the decision maker is working under uncertainty, there is no probability given, no means to arrive at the probability. This is the keyword which gives me the answer. No means to arrive at the probability. This is the keyword. Fine. So when there is no mean to arrive at the probability, it means I'm working under uncertain environment, and hence the right answer is decision making under uncertainty. Next question. Okay. It says that if the maximum payoffs for action A1, A2, A3, A4 are this and this respectively. Maximum payoff means first of all I have to find EMV. So what is EMV? EMV is nothing but 910, right? And which act it belongs to? It belongs to act A2. Then the value of EPPI is also given. How do I calculate EVPI? EVPI is nothing but it is EMV minus EPPI. What is EMV? EMV is 910 minus EPPI given to us as 830, and hence the answer is 80. Correct? So right answer is option A. Moving on to the next question. So such kind of numericals, it can be given EPPI is missing, EVPI is given, EMV is given, different combinations can be asked, or EVPI is also given, EPPI is also given, and you can be asked to find EMV. So what is important is you must remember the formula. So EVPI is equal to EMV minus EPPI. Okay, moving on to the next question. What does EOL stands for? EOL stands for, EOL is nothing but expected opportunity loss, and EMV is nothing but expected monetary value. Clear? Okay, let's move on to the next question. So we have been using the term CMV and EOL n number of times, but when it comes to matter of what does it stand for, we normally make a mistake. So please remember, EOL is expected opportunity loss and expected monetary value. Clear? Okay, let's move on to the next question. The question says if the maximum payoff for 4 acts A1, A2, A3, so 0 is also one of the value, please understand, 48, 49, 60 and 0, then the best decision according to Maximax, from the maximum I want to select the maximum value. And what is the maximum value? 60, and 60 is corresponding to which act? A3, and hence A3 is the best act. Okay, moving on to the next question. In EOL method, we select the best act for which EOL. L is nothing but loss, and we would always want to minimize the loss. We would always like to minimize the loss. No one wants to maximize the loss. It's always minimizing the loss. So what would be the right answer? It is EOL has minimum values. Now what if I change this particular word to EMV? Then what would be the answer? So when I'm taking EMV, we select the best act for which EMV has dash values. So what would be the answer in this particular case? So over here the answer would be maximum. Hope this is clear. EOL, we want to minimize the loss, and EMV, we want to maximize the profit. So we always look for the maximum value. Clear? Okay, let's move on to the next question. Question says the regrets for the 4 acts are given: 48, minus 25, 40 and minus 60. The maximum regret. Then the best decision according to Minimax criterion. What we do in Minimax regret is, first of all, we have to construct the regret table. Once the regret table have been formed, then for every action we look for the maximum value. For action A1, maximum value is 48, A2 is minus 25, A3 is 40 and A4 is minus 60. Correct? Now from these maximums I have to look for the minimum value, because it looks for Minimax criterion. So what is the minimum value? Minimum value is minus 60, and minus 60 is corresponding to which act? A4. So what is the right answer? A4 is the right answer. Okay, let's move on to the next question. The maximum EMV will always result in the same decision as, I'm talking about the same decision, not the numerical value. So whenever I'm looking for EMV, maximum of EMV, that is just the approach basically. One is being optimist, other is being pessimist. What the optimist want to say? That I want to maximize the profit with whatever business that I'm going to set in. Whereas the person who has pessimist approach, what would he say? That whatever business that I'm going to start, I would like to minimize the loss. So it's all the same concept. One wants to maximize the profit. What does it mean? That he wants to minimize the loss. Whereas the other person says that I want to minimize the loss. So what is the other thought going on into his mind? That he wants to maximize the profit. So it's all the same result which is going to come up. Whether I'm going to have a EMV approach or I'm going to have a EOL approach. Fine. So the maximum EMV will always give the same result as minimum of EOL. Minimize the loss and maximize the profit. Simple rule. Minimize the loss, maximize the profit. Clear? Okay, let's move on to the next question. If the average of the states of nature for Act A1, A2, A3, A4 are given. What is given? Please understand the average values of the states of nature. Please refer to the first few minutes of the video. First few minutes. We are taking the same kind of question. The average values were given, right? So whenever the average values are given, what is the approach that we take? We always go for the Laplace criterion to select the best act. Okay? Okay. Next question. Okay. Now in the previous question we had said that the average values are given. So what is the approach that we have taken? Now I have just modified the question to average payoffs for the different actions are given. Then I'm asking which is the best action using the Laplace criterion. So in Laplace criterion, what we do is, just to remind you all, under Laplace, we take the average of all the values of the states of nature for a particular act. So for every act, I'm going to find out the values, average value for all the states of nature. Once the average value have been identified, then we'll have to look for the maximum value of the averages. So in this particular question, the averages given to us are 45, 60, 40 and 57. And what is the maximum value out of these four averages? Is 60. And this 60 is corresponding to which act? Corresponding to Act A2. So this is the right act. A2 is the right answer. Moving on to the next question. To construct the opportunity loss or regret table from a payoff table, what we have to do? What is the first step? The first step is to find the maximum payoff for every state of nature. Please remember, we have to find out the maximum payoff for under each state of nature. So how do I construct the regret table? So once the maximum payoff under each state of nature have been calculated or identified, then I'm going to subtract all the values of that state from the maximum value obtained. Clear? So it is always the maximum payoff under each state of nature. Moving on to the next question. Okay. If the maximum payoffs are given, then the best decision according to minimax. Dear students, the maximum value is already given. Now what we look forward is from the maximum, I am looking for the minimum value. What is the minimum value? Minimum value is minus 40. And this minus 40 is corresponding to which act? A3. So what is the right answer? A3 is the right answer. Hope this is clear. So that's all from this particular topic. I have discussed enough number of questions, approx 50 to 60 questions I've discussed in the 3 videos that I have uploaded. And I'm sure this would have cleared your doubt to great extent. Still, if any doubt you have, you can put your query into the comment section. I'll try to answer all your queries. What is required is please go through the chapter again, read the concept, learn the concept before you start attempting the multiple choice question. Multiple choice question is more trickier than solving the numerical. The reason being, there is only one option which is correct out of the given 4. So it's 25% is to 75%. 25% chances is in your favor, whereas 75% is against you. So the concept is very, very important. If you have understood, I would like to say again, as I have been saying in all the videos of mine, share with your friends. Don't restrict the learning with yourself. And if you have liked, drop a comment. Your comment matters to us a lot. last but not least, like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Have a great time.